Hey my people, how you doing? I hope you're having a damn good day. Welcome back to the Marcus Rashford Career Mode. Episode 2 is about to get underway, and it kicks off with an England debut. I should say, obviously it's not his real debut, but it's the debut for the Career Mode, of course, playing for England. And we come on in a bit of a weird position. We're coming on for Mason Mount, who's going to be playing, or who was playing as a cam, and that means we're playing as a cam. And I didn't understand Gareth Southgate's substitution. If he had at least brought me on for Mason Mount and then changed the formation, you know, maybe play like a front two or something, I would have understood. But he didn't. There was minimal highlights to show in that game. I completed 3 passes. It was not the best game. It really was not the best game. I mean, to start things off with Gareth Southgate anyway, we're not doing very well. So yeah, a 5.8 rating, 9 minutes played, covered a distance of 5.5 kilometers, and it's safe to say that Southgate was not impressed with me. He really wasn't. So worked really hard in training for the build-up for the Croatia game, and I think I may have done some stuff right because he subbed me on for Harry Kane, and I'm now playing as a striker. So maybe it's a give and take type of situation, but regardless, we need to do well here. And off the bat, we start in Phil Foden, and it's the 2 boys from Manchester that combine for the opening goal. 82 minutes gone, and could that have been the winner? Well, only time will tell. But very impressed with that goal. Great finish by Phil Foden, I must say. And you can see I play a lot better as a striker. I really do. A striker or a winger, and that is Rashford's position. Anything over and above that, you're asking for too much. So, yeah. But, yeah. 2 minutes after our opening goal, Croatia score. So, you know, it kind of did deceive the eye a bit because, I mean, you would think by scoring so late we would hold on for the victory or even for a draw at that point. But nope, it wasn't to be, as Croatia, 2 minutes after their original goal, so literally 4 minutes after our first goal, Croatia scored 2 quick goals, and yeah, they were 2-1 up. We had a few chances here and there, but it wasn't to be, as Gareth Southgate's tactics and substitution methods were heavily exposed. Of course, we were playing at Wembley. Yeah, the boys were very much just irritated with life. Just could not understand how we lost that game. And to be fair, my manager rating with Eric Ten Hag had gone down because of the poor performances for England. But I think it's kind of unfair that it happened. So, anyways, we return to the brighter side of things, Manchester United, where we're currently 4 games unbeaten, 4 wins, 4 games played, 4 wins, sitting top of the Premier League table, where Manchester United should be always. And now it's time to show you some of our signings. So we signed Theo Hernandez, we signed Toni Kroos, and we did make another signing of Otavio from Bordeaux. So very excited for those 3 signings, very excited to see how they can manage. Of course, this will be Toni Kroos' first game for us against Liverpool. We come off the bench, and I kind of did enjoy this because Ronaldo started in a very big game at Old Trafford, and I think my impact off the bench could be very significant. I mean, running at a tired Liverpool back 4 could be the way. I mean, they also just brought on Darwin Núñez, but it wasn't Darwin Núñez who scored. It was Mohamed Salah to Thiago, who ran in, ghosted in at the back post. Aaron Wan-Bissaka falling asleep. I'm kind of sad that Eric Ten Hag lets Diego Dalot go, because obviously in real life, Diego Dalot is one of Ten Hag's favorite players. He enjoys using him. He plays the way Ten Hag wants to play. So using Aaron Wan-Bissaka for at least this first half of the season is going to be very, very interesting. And I don't think Aaron Wan-Bissaka can play that way that Ten Hag wants him to play. But nevertheless, 82 minutes gone by, I slip it in to Ronaldo, and we equalise with a few minutes to spare. And of course, Eric Ten Hag, he changed up the dynamic of the game. He went for, I think it was a 4-4-2, bringing on Otavio as well now to make his debut. But we went for a 4-4-2 formation, playing 2 strikers in Marcus Rashford and Ronaldo. And speaking of Marcus Rashford, he slides it home for Anthony, who I think that might be his first goal. I can't remember if he did score in the last episode, but if that is his first goal, absolute wonders, absolute insanity, because we're 2-1 up. This is a comeback to just enjoy, just like in real life, beating Liverpool at Old Trafford 2-1. I mean, we weren't as dominant in this one, but nonetheless, we are very, very elated with the results. And I was very happy. Coming off the bench, getting 2 assists, definitely putting myself in Erik ten Hag's good books yet again. I think I play the best under him. He is a better manager than Southgate, and I don't really have to prove myself under Ten Hag, opposed to Southgate, where I'm always going to be second fiddle to Harry Kane. So, England second, Manchester United first, and that's how it's going to be for this career mode, I should say. And as you can see, the boys in the change room, they are absolutely ecstatic with the result. David De Gea is dancing there. Hernandez, he's got his first taste of what it's like to play in the derby? I don't know. Rivalry match between Liverpool and Manchester United. Of course, Toni Kroos and Otavio getting a fair chunk of the action as well. So I'm very happy with that. And now we move on to our first Europa League game. It is going to be against Real Sociedad. I am back in the starting lineup, and that's what I wanted to see. I think I did prove myself quite a bit in the very big Liverpool game that we had just played. And I was very happy with how things went in this one. I mean, yeah, David De Gea making a very, very big save. And that led to a great counter-attack for us. Great ball from Bruno Fernandes, just whipping it first time. And that's what you want to see from your number 10. Whipping it first time, giving it to me, of course, and then I side it across to Jadon Sancho, who opens the scoring for us. Very happy that he's gotten on the score sheet. I mean, Sancho recently has not been performing very well, and it does make me a bit sad because he is one of my favorite players. He is such a good player, and it's going to be my job this season to make sure that the forwards score. I'm not going to just be that out-and-out striker. I want to be creating for my teammates, and hopefully that can show in the videos. I don't want to just have a ton of goals at the end of the season. I want to have a lot of assists too. And speaking of a lot of assists, that's the hat-trick of assists for Marcus Rashford, getting Toni Kroos his first goal for the club. Hopefully we get him another one in the Premier League, because I know Toni Kroos is Champions League royalty, and scoring your first goal in the Europa League is not the best. So, but at halftime we're cruising at 3-0 up. Very, very good. Very happy with the performances, the match rating, the team possession. Needs to probably be better, and the triple success rate, of course. But at halftime, the manager would then sub me off for Ronaldo. Quite fine with that, to say the very least, because we were 3-0 up and cruising at that point. Ronaldo came on, didn't really impact the game as much as what I thought he would. But nonetheless, we get 3 points, we get the 3-0 win, and we move on, you know. And it's just about maintaining momentum. That was a tongue twister and a half. And as you can see there, we are tied with Chelsea up at the top. They've played 5 games, we've played 4. So by beating Forest or drawing with Forest in this one, we could go top of the Premier League table. And with all the confidence, you would think I would bury the shots, but instead I kick for poles, and it sails over into row Z. I still was a bit shocked that I missed that. Even watching it back right now, I'm like, how did I miss? To be fair, in this one, I probably should have had a hat-trick, and I was very impressed with that. I was offside, and I busted my guts to get back onside. Just the finish was left wanting. But speaking of finishing, that was an insane finish from Jadon Sancho. Second straight game where I've assisted my main man, well, JS10, I think that's his Twitter handle. So very, very happy with Jadon Sancho scoring there. But even the bit of skill to get around the defender, and then just the finish itself was pure class. That finish alone was 75 million. But yeah, very happy with that, and we were very much on top in this game. We absolutely clouted them, and it should have been more goals. And it does make you wonder, all those missed opportunities, would we be left for dead? And unfortunately, the latter is the truth, because last minute of the game, they counter-attack from a corner. And yeah, man went and scored a damn goal. I was so mad and frustrated. The confidence flame that we had growing, could it have been extinguished with one foul sweep from Nottingham Forest? Well, the boys just look absolutely depleted when it comes to confidence. But we move on. We move on to Leicester City. And yeah, just the win is what's required in this one. The win is what's needed. And we need to do better. And unfortunately, Rafael Varane and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they allow for Dennis Praet to sneak in between them and slice it home to Jamie Vardy, who smashes it home for a 1-0 lead at Old Trafford. I mean, this is a home performance, and the boys, they just looked so not into it. Theo Hernandez, one of the best left backs in this game, if not the best left back in this game, as I always say. He got pushed off the ball in the corner, and it led to a Wilfred Ndidi banger for a 2-0 lead inside 30 minutes. This is complete and utter capitulation, and I hated it. I hated it so much. Like, I had no control over it as well. I was doing my job, but it's not about pointing fingers at the teammates. It's about supporting them. I know, but it's just like, you guys could have done so much better. And this is the fun, I say fun, challenge with playing a single person career mode, because you have no control over everything else. And the Jamie Vardy goals, the Ndidi goal, all very avoidable. I feel like I could have done a better job. But speaking of doing better jobs, maybe Cristiano Ronaldo can do a better job for Manchester United, as we get subbed off. Very horrible match rating. 6.2, did barely anything in this game. Leicester just hounded and pounded us from the get-go, and we ended up losing 4-1. Bruno Fernandes with a late consolation goal. Yeah, it was not great. It really was not great. But we will move on to our last game of the episode, a Europa League game. Yeah, as you can see right here, right now, we're coming off the bench. We are coming into a game where we're tied 1-1 with Ross County. A very small stadium as well, as you can see. We're not playing on the biggest stadium, we're not playing on the biggest stage, and it's something that we need to get used to, because if we continue to play like we did against Leicester City, we'd probably be in the Europa I don't even know the name of the thing. Conference League, sorry. And we need to improve our stats, because stats cannot be on the floor like this. Great cross from Ronaldo to Rashford to open my account, and then I return the favour to Cristiano Ronaldo moments later to make sure that he gets on the score sheet himself. Very happy with that. 3-1 up, and it probably should have been a lot more than the final scoreline, but very happy nonetheless. Came on as a left wing. I've been saying this for the last while. Rashford's probably better off the wing, and this whole game just showed why he is better off the wing. Ronaldo gets his second and a brace in the Europa League. Not the greatest, but very happy with it nonetheless. 2 goals for Ronaldo, 2 assists for Sir Marcus Rashford. Could have been 2 goals itself, but unfortunately was not to be, as that shot was expertly saved. But very happy with the 3 points. It's a confidence booster heading into the next episode, of course. So if you guys would like to, smash the like button down below, comment down below, maybe hit the sub button if you are new. That would be absolutely fantastic. We do end up getting Player of the Game. They should really change those awards though, like for Europa League, Champions League, Premier League, so on. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you have an outstanding damn day, and I'm out.